Sometimes when I make videos, I just pull them all together. And the title might be A, and I'll get to like Z. I'll be on like D at the end of the video. And I felt like this topic had held enough importance for me to make a video of it on its own. And I was talking about the Army Green Beret that was murdered by the Navy SEALs in Mali. And I was talking about how this man, I think he had left some Marines somewhere and he drove off and they felt disrespected. And so they were going to hold him down and rape him on camera. And they were going to use that as blackmail or something. It wasn't in the court documents. That's what they say. I didn't even know that. I just thought they were going to beat him up and rough him up, and that was going to be it. And I was just thinking about how that's the military under Trump. And I remember when the thing came out about the Navy SEAL that stabbed and killed that guy, the ISIS fighter, alleged ISIS fighter, and white folks were like, "Oh well, he deserved it anyway. Who cares? You know, we're not being soft on him." How with this case, it shows you it's much bigger than that. That it's a cultural thing. This isn't just, like police getting a gunfight and the guy, he's a fucking murderer, 2-strike felon, repeated violent, habitual violent offender, and they shoot him in the back when he turns away. This ain't that, Chief. This ain't that. This is showing you that these men have become so barbaric that they're willing to use extreme violence on other servicemen. And if you're at the point to where you're willing to rape other military servicemen, how far will you go? Neely Fuller puts it best. He says that when you make poison, you always get a little bit of it on yourself. And I just thought about how, they talk about them being, in every war, they always, they call them skinnies, Somalis. The Germans, they call them the Hun. They call the Japanese Japs, gooks. The Vietnamese call them gooks, zipperheads, all that stuff. And I just thought about how all that, because you have to hate them. Because America has not been threatened by anybody. Not us, maybe American capital has. But no one has been threatened by it. I'm not at war with China. China man's called me a nigger. So why am I going to go risk my life fighting in a country that my family can't even find a map? For Shell, for BP? No, sir. No, sir. That's how I feel about Trump. That's how I feel about the way he's turned the military. When he says, when our country demands this, we expect to respect it. When he wanted to move to Jerusalem, the Jerusalem thing, the capital, the embassy, and the rest of the Americans were like, this is not an issue we're concerned about. But because this dictator, because he thinks it's an issue, he's gonna invoke the name of every American. Just get that. I think he's a dictator. These guys are gonna get, I think, 2 years each in dishonorable discharge. And they murdered that man. They conspired to murder him. This was premeditated. And, I think they cut his throat open. They were trying to pretend like they were doing, first aid, but they were trying to hide the signs of strangulation. And I just thought about how ghoulish that is. You choked the man to death. Okay, we're fighting and I killed somebody by accident. So now you cut the man's throat open? I want to say this is due to just 20 years of constant war that's made these men homicidal maniacs. I want to say that. Maybe that's true. But I'm just led to believe more that these are SS type people. And they think with Trump, we do that we want. even kill a serviceman, even kill military members, and we'll get away with it. And I think that's very dangerous. Very dangerous. Extremely dangerous to even be talking about this kind of stuff, to where you think that with Trump, which we know that's true, that he'll try. Yeah, we know that. That's his boys, man. He doesn't care about shooting some little girl in Iraq in the back. So what? He doesn't care about killing a whole family in the house in Syria. Who cares? When I read that they killed more civilians in Afghanistan this year than the Taliban did, and they hold less territory than when they started the war, after 20 years of war, I mean, it really let me know that the war on terror has been a complete failure. A complete utter failure. And it just shows you that when they say, oh, what about our successes? It really just shows you how far technology is going. It's kind of like my grandfather got sick, he fell and got hurt and all that stuff. That shows you how far technology has gone, where they were able to bring him back and this and that and the other. But in my mind, he died. He died there. It's just the technology is advanced to the point to where we can keep people alive. Same thing with the military in Afghanistan and Iraq. They've got technology to do this, that, and the other. They've got the money to be able to bribe people not to fight. But that ain't a win in my book. That's just, you've got unlimited money, basically, because your people, the system they're facing is not getting better in any way. Getting off subject. But this is the military under Trump. And the SEALs went on the ship and they raped a sailor. The woman came out and all the SEALs climbed up. And they were like, nope, we want you out of here. I mean, here you have SEALs that have killed innocent people and shot at innocent people. That came out. Why do I believe those SEALs told the truth? I believe they told the truth because of the fact that you're probably worse than they said. Because the bond in those groups is so fucking strong that if they really were willing to fire warning shots to get civilians away, it was probably worse than they said. Yeah. Probably worse than they said. And then they said that the guy tried to threaten people not to talk. And then they had the little messages where one of the SEALs we ought to go burn the courtroom down. I mean, I really do believe these guys just think now it's Trump that they can do whatever they want. Now, I'm going to segue into what I should have started this video with. Wish I could put it on the front end of this video. Something came out in the investigation, and that is that you have a group of people, right-wing pundits, people in special forces, who think that war crimes are just doing their job, who think that killing innocent people are just, you're not doing your job if you're not killing. It's kind of like Rampart back in the day, beating people, planting doping guns, killing people, it's part of the game, baby. I'm doing my job. I just, that came to my mind, wow, we're back to that, man. That's why I said the goal was the enemy. I realized it ain't changed, and he ain't changed that much. Same viciousness, same ferocity. That's, I didn't think that these cases would do anything. In fact, you had a guy that got convicted before Trump got elected, I think, for war crimes, and Trump pardoned. I think the guy got out of prison already, and Trump pardoned him anyway. Pardon does not take away from the fact you were convicted. This judge came out and admitted that. I didn't know that. I thought a pardon wiped the slate clean. Does not. Pardon just means you don't go to jail. But pardon does not mean you're still found guilty. That don't go nowhere. Kind of like when you get charged with a violent crime and people won't hire you. Like if I go to a job interview tomorrow with these people, sit in line, and I had a violent assault or something, waiting for trial, they're not gonna hire me. Hell no, I'm not convicted. You know, they're like, that shit could be real. He could have done this shit. Like, he really could have done it. It's a chance. This evidence, you know, we don't know all the evidence, but this might be solid. It might be a solid case. I ain't trying to have no damn Hannibal Lecter, you know, damn running around here, Son of Sam running around here. Fucking, I say the wrong thing, he might get me too. But like I said, I feel as though it's a very dangerous time. And with these investigations, with these Mueller investigation of these SEALs that were committing war crimes, it's just more and more showing what the Caucasian always was, just how vicious and barbaric and nasty and animalistic and just backbiting, narcissistic. He's always been, man. He just shifted the scope so much on the rest of the world, other brown skinned people instead of just black people. But he hasn't changed that much. He really hasn't. Can't fix him. Going back to what I said earlier today, I hope this white man never reaches the outer reaches of the solar system. I hope he never reaches contact with extraterrestrials. Oh God, no. He's gonna wind up going to war with them too, or trying to leave, you know, take all the garbage and put it on the moon. That's what this white man would do. He's not gonna go off there and put the best. No. That's why, you know, I think I play these games and stuff because the world is so destructive, and I'm disappointed when I look at the world. Like, I don't even like to look at I like to look at the news sometimes on certain things because I'm just so disappointed. I'm so disappointed, and I've said it before in videos. I thought that I would get the world my mother had, being able to travel and see things and take pictures in Mexico and take pictures here. You know, you can't do that now, man. You got these jellyfish stinging people and people getting flesh-eating bacteria in the ocean because the oceans are warming up. You got all this Antarctic ice melting all over the place. You got all these earthquakes coming out because of fracking. We now know, you know. You got all these foods, you know, Trump's making it where they don't have to inspect pork. And I mean, I hope to God, I don't talk about it often because I'm scared that something might happen, but I feel in my heart something will happen with that food. You know, we're not in Kansas anymore. You can't just go and do things. I was telling my friend this, I go to Walmart, I'm back in. And he was like, that's weird. No, man, I go to the gas station, I'm phasing out. I'm always thinking about, we got to get out of here if something happens. I'm always in disaster mode. Even if I'm in somebody, even if I'm with people I know and care about me and I could be on their property, in my mind, I'm still kind of thinking like, okay, not necessarily them doing nothing, but what if somebody tried to do something to them? I'm always thinking like that now. Always thinking like that now. I think that's positive within reason. These are dangerous times. And the Caucasian likes Trump, who's just putting the world into a direction of instability, imbalance, glitch there a little bit. You know, he's putting the world into a direction that for a lot of people is very harmful. Peace, y'all.